Okay, we're going to try this again. I literally wasted 7 minutes on another live because I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because I was trying to share it on stories. Because I want people to come over from all my other stuff. And so I'm going to do that right now real fast. Now that I know how to do it, I'm just going to be talking my way through. So, go me. Okay. Go me. Okay. Go me. Okay, wait. Share. Link. No one's really here anyway. Okay, that's fine.
Get ready, everyone. When the doors open, we're finally going to catch that mystery fan.
I'm going to tag my favorite Bravo content creator and see if she'll share me. Okay. All right, let's do this. Okay, so it is at the 120 mark, and let me add that to the thing. Okay, so we'll do it at 1:30. I start my rant about me at 1:30. Okay. All right, we're doing this. Okay, all right. So there's a little backstory with Miami and myself. I remember back in the day when they first came out, like over 10 years. Was it over 10 years ago? Maybe, because I still was living with my mom. I remember watching that, and her and I used to talk about Marisol's mom and how crazy and wonderful she was. So, I miss that woman. I really do. But it's okay. It is literally legit. Okay, I don't even know if I can. I don't think I can watch my own live because it's not counting as a view. But anyway, so I remember there was talks about Lenny cheating on Lisa before they had their babies and all this stuff. You know what? I don't think it was 10 years because her babies are like 5 and 2. I remember her saying that in this episode because when I get to a point, I literally have 12 points to make as I was watching. Like I had started taking notes on the other episodes. I really did. You could see I have them all highlighted and all of this and da-da-da. But I don't know what happened this week. But I just started watching it. I didn't take my notes. I'm like, am I thinking too much about this? Because I don't want to forget. But yet at the same time, when I'm in a moment and I watch it undistracted, or like my kids are playing and doing their thing and they're not asking me for anything, I could just be one with the TV. I just sat and watched it and was in the moment, and it was lovely. It was a very lovely moment to be in the moment with that. But leading up to this episode 5, it was a legit, like, Lisa, how can you not see this right now? How can you not see that he's like cheating on you? Like all the things okay. The one thing that literally stuck out is I remember Lenny wasn't really a workout guy. He didn't like to work out. He didn't really care about his body. Like he did to a point because yes, he is a doctor. He is a plastic surgeon. So he did care to a point, but he was like, beer good, whatever, And we went and we went like I was fucking there. Pardon my language. Like I was there. I was not there. I was there in the moment watching TV. But she's like, yeah, he has so much energy now. And I'm like, girl, right then and there should tell you he's not giving you the energy that a husband should, And then there's a few like episodes that go by. You don't really see him. Like she keeps talking about, oh, I'm so proud of him and his workout and him doing the thing. He's like getting himself together. He's there for the kids, yada, yada. She's like praising the dude that doesn't deserve praise. Like honestly. And then the episode 4. Mind you guys, yeah, go watch this on Peacock, guys, if you haven't already, or go watch it on demand if you watch it on demand. But Real Housewife people, this is history in the making. Like, we saw the tabloid moment. We're leading up to that. So for those who follow this, you'll know what I mean by them in the club. But okay, so the date night. I felt so bad for Lisa that day. I felt so bad for Lisa because when I am a wife, I am begging for date nights. I'm begging to get reconnected with my husband. He works too much. Not saying that he's a cheater, because he does come home every night at a consistent time. He's here. He lays next to me, so I don't. If he's cheating and getting his dick wet, it's during the day. So he ain't pulling a Lenny and doing it at night and saying, I'm going to go work out. Mind you, my husband has stopped going to the gym the day my first son was born. And you are probably laughing and joking, going, ha, ha, ha. Go, no, legit. The day I went into labor with William, he was going to the gym, and he got his haircut and then decided not to get it. And then to be honest, I think his spirit was telling him, like, hey, your wife's in labor, just go home. And yeah, the day I went into labor was the day he stopped going to the gym. So it's okay. I still like his dad bod. Before he had that, like, I'm single bod, and now he legit has a dad bod. It's quite cute. He has a little pudge. I'm so glad my husband will never watch these lives, because if he does, he's gonna kill me. Like, how dare you talk about my pudge? So, okay, let's get back to date night. Date night, like I said, like, I felt my heart went out to her, and the amount of foreshadowing that day, like, he was constantly on the phone. If anyone noticed, he was hiding the phone. He was hiding the phone. He was going like this. He was making sure the cameras weren't seeing it. He was making sure Lisa wasn't seeing it. He would have little smirks. He would crack little smirks like, who are you smiling at, bitch? You know? And funny thing about that date night, if you watched it, did anyone notice the ceviche bowls? Like, they had like a bowl. If you know what a double boiler is, you know how those people who go and melt the chocolate, like, in a pot with water, and then they put like a glass bowl over it, and then they put the chocolate, and then they like mix it. That's what this reminded me. It reminded me of a double boiler type reaction. But here's the thing. The water that was in the bottom, there was a goldfish in it. There was a freaking goldfish. They were like eating ceviche with a goldfish underneath it. That was the weirdest thing. I felt so bad for those goldfish that had to sit there and be in a tiny ass glass while there was literally their fish friends above them. And they were getting eaten because they were well seasoned with lime juice. And so, okay, so they're reconnecting, and in the commentary, you hear Lisa going, oh my God, this moment's so nice. I love it. They even talk about how they're like, okay, like, our dog, Jax, he's really old. His body's shutting down. Like, there was like a scene where you see, like, it was like the other day prior to this date night, where Lisa goes and she's trying to lift the dog over these tiny little steps, but the hips, like, just the joints were like, no, I'm not doing it. I can't. Don't stop, type of thing. And my heart went out because my first dog had hip dysphasia, something with the hips. I was 4 years old. I still remember to this day seeing him get put down, and that, like, I'm even getting teary. I'm 34 years old. That was 30 years ago, guys. And it's still freaking here. Oh my God. But we're not talking about Snickers. We're talking about Jax. And so they're talking about, okay, hey, like, we're going to have to talk to our son about life and death. He's old enough to understand it. So what's our plan? Lisa goes, I've never had to deal with life and death with a kid and a dog and all of this. And so Lisa's trying to talk to fucking Lenny. And Lenny's like this. Yeah. Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's a big boy. Like, that bullshit that makes me want to shake his head. I wanted to shake his head during that scene. So they're talking, they're reconnecting, and it's good, it's lovely. And then all of a sudden, someone from their house, from their help, goes, "Hey, so and so just fell in the shower and got hurt." That ended up being the babysitter, or the nanny, or whatever you want to call it. And she hurt her wrist, and so Lisa goes and panics, and obviously she wants to take care of her help, her assistance with the kids, and goes, "Oh my God, I want to make sure she's treated well." Da da da. And she goes, "Okay, I'm gonna call the ambulance." Okay, Lenny. This is the only thing that I like that Lenny did, but I really wish that he delivered it a little bit better. But now knowing all his bullshit, it makes sense why he was so agitated. So he was saying, "No, Lisa, don't call the ambulance. This is not an ambulance situation. We could literally put her in an Uber with some ice over her wrist, and she could go. It's not an ambulance situation." And she goes, he said, "You're abusing the system." And I liked that. I really did. My poor ass first thought, what, he doesn't want to pay for an ambulance? He's that tight up on money. Us poor people, if you got to ride in an ambulance, that bill. Luckily I've never had to be in an ambulance, but I've heard around that it's hell. So it's not a cute little price. It's not a cute price tag. So that's what I thought. I'm like, and then once he said, "You're abusing the system," I went, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, no, I agree with Lenny on this one." So do you all agree with Lenny on this one, like that, like him saying, no, do not call the ambulance? That's abusing the system. That's the only thing I like that he did. All right, so that's leading up to this episode, the episode that aired last night on Bravo and aired today on Peacock. So, oh, no. I have one more moment. Okay. The last minute, not the last minute, but the last few moments of last week's episode before we got here, Lisa and Lenny decided to have a pool party. And there was this cringe moment that I'm just like, Lisa, only if you knew what was really fucking going on right now. She wants to get a picture with Lenny at the party to, remember and put probably in scrapbooks, yada, yada, or on Instagram. Let's face it, everything goes to Instagram. Do any of us have scrapbooks anymore? I don't think so. Instagram is our scrapbook. And so I was looking at my notes. She was like, "Come on, Lenny, act like you love me, because you love me." And she's like kissing him. I swear to you, I thought I heard him say sorta. When she goes, "You love me," I thought he was like, sorta. Oh no, I forgot a very important moment of the date night. This asshole. He went and was talking to somebody in the house, and he was mic'd. And was like, "Hey, does she know?" And she goes, "No, she doesn't know." And he goes, "Well, are you he's like, "Are you on camera right now?" He goes, "No, that's why I'm over here." And he's like, "Then are you mic'd?" He goes, "Why do you think I'm whispering?" We still heard you as if you were talking to in a normal volume of voice. We still heard you. They still picked up everything. So if you want to have a freaking reality show, if you want to have these people follow you and you have secrets, always remember the mic. And what happens in post doesn't always stay in post. Like, if you have a good freaking storyline because of some bullshit, they will make sure it is in the edit. So there was that. And then fast forward to the pool party, the next scene, and the whole picture moment, which was total cringe. And then they open up with the new season, with the new episode 5, the one that I just watched. And she made a comment saying, "Yeah, the pool party was so good, and I thought we were getting back on track until a few days later." And I was like, oh God. And I think that's what yeah. And she's talking, and she's just like, oh, no. She was talking about how, she's like, "Yeah, we're working on a good stop, all of this, yada, yada, yada." Then she is talking about how she wanted Lenny to be there to explain the dog, because the dog's ashes had been delivered, and she really wanted her and Lenny to go and do that together. You know, like, hey, like, as a united front, let's have this conversation with our son, all the things. And so she's trying to get a hold of him and all of this, and he's like, okay, all right, I can't, I'm working, I'm in surgery, yada yada yada. And she goes, it is what it is. I know what I signed up for. I don't think you knew all of the what was it? Terms and conditions, honey. I don't think you knew all the terms and conditions of like having other women in your marriage. But that's okay. I'm still praying for Lisa, because that's some fucked up shit. Okay, then it goes to fast forwards to Lisa not showing up to Nicole's fun day, and Alexa. To be honest, I don't know if it was Alexa. I don't know who said it, but someone was commenting about how Lenny and Lisa's parties always have these young girls, and that pretty much Lisa brings these 20-something half-naked girls to Lenny. And later in the episode, we find out that at the pool party, the other woman was there. And then if you watched a certain clip from where watch what happens next with Andy Cohen, she talks about the club scene and that how apparently she was friends with the girl for quite a while before all this went down. And I'm just like, what the hell? All right. And so, all right. Then we fast forward to the key lime pie. The Keys trip. They're going out to, I am so from LA. I know it's not called the Keys. It's something. Or maybe it is. But the Keys, like the famous beach party town in Miami. And the girls are on the plane. Nicole's husband is going to drive them 20 minutes in a private plane, and that really irks my nerves that it's 20 minutes and they just didn't want to drive for 6 hours. You rather put freaking exhaust into the freaking atmosphere that are literally killing our ozone layer. Okay, Kylie Jenner. Like, that was Kylie Jenner stuff right then and there. Like, when she's like, oh, it's only 20 minutes compared to a 5-hour car ride. Oh, we're winning. No, you're not. You're destroying the planet. We're on a 20-minute fucking plane ride. Bitch, please. Sorry, like I said, it irked my nerves. Okay, so Lisa is late coming to the plane. She's 2 hours late. And Nicole's husband is getting really fucking pissed. I don't blame him. I was getting pissed. I'm like, come on, Lisa, what's going on? And when the girls ask Lisa what's going on, she goes, I have a lot going on. It's okay. They get on there to go. And then it fast forwards to them landing. They get to the hotel. The hotel is gorgeous. Each girl, not each girl, but 2 girls at a time they're sharing a room, and they're all like next to each other. And it's a really cute beach town like thing where like you could sit on your, please don't distract me. Like the back balcony leads to the beach, and it looked really nice. I was like, oh man, maybe I do want to go to the Keys. And they're all sitting there, they're all talking, and it flashes to all the girls kind of talking like, hey, like, did you see Lisa? Lisa didn't see me, and they're all kind of gossiping, and it flashes to Lisa talking to her substitute babysitter who's replacing the one that fell in her wrist in the prior episode. And she goes, honey, I'm sick, I'm cold, I'm shivering, I'm this and that. I go, I should not be here taking care of your kids, you know. She goes, okay. I think she was saying something like, I'll wait until Lenny gets home if I have to, type of thing. And she goes, okay, don't worry about it, I'm gonna call Lenny, yada yada. she calls Lenny and says, Lenny, hey, the babysitter is not feeling well. When you get off of work, I need you to be home with the kids, yada, yada, yada. And he goes, well, I was going to play tennis. Like, can you find someone else? Were you really going to play tennis, Lenny? Were you really going to play motherfucking tennis? I don't think so. I don't think it was really tennis. You just wanted to get your dick wet. So she's like sitting there going, like, what the hell? Like, you gotta be a dad. Like, be a dad. Like, I'm out here in the Keys. You gotta be a dad. Like, you don't have to go to tennis. Like, you have been working out. You're doing all this. You're fine. You're, you know? And he kept saying, I'd rather go to tennis. So find someone. If you can't find someone, obviously I'll go home to the kids. That was triggering to me. That was freaking hella triggering to me, because there's moments where I want my husband to do something and he's like, I'd rather do this. So, and it's just like, come on. I'm not comparing my husband to a cheater, but he has his moments that really irk my nerves. So I felt Lisa on that, because I've been in many positions of trying to get my husband to come do dad things with me. And he's just like, what, why? And so it goes forward. If we see Lisa come and join the girls, and the girls are like, oh my God, Lisa, like, you're not okay. We see it in your face. Like, I see it in your face. Like, what is going on? And she's like, I'm not okay. Like, I'm not okay. And like, I don't think my marriage is going to survive. I think it's over. Like, quote unquote, because she's like, everything is colliding and I think it is over. And the girls are like, is there someone else? And she goes, yes, there is someone else. And they all go crazy. And then they go and say to Lisa that, like, hey, like, what are you going to, like, you need to kick him out. And apparently he's telling her to go get the house. That she needs to go get the house for the kids. No. You could go get a house for you and your little sex slave. Okay? And it ends there. And of course, they don't show us what happens next week, which is a real, like, F you. Because I really want to see, like, because I want to see if Lisa and Larsa running into Lenny and that chick is going to be on TV, because I want to see that. Because from what she was explaining on what happens next, it was just like, you can't make that up. You can't make that up to find them like that, you know? So Lenny's an asshole. We know this. I don't want to say I hope he rots in hell, but karma better come get him, because Lisa has always been my favorite. She's always been my favorite. Like, she might seem like a ditzy girl, like a frou-frou, oh, I'm pretty, I'm my husband's project type of thing. But she's always been one of those girls that I think has been really level-headed. Like, you don't get that a lot in the Real Housewives. You don't get these level-headed, down-to-earth, gorgeous women all the time. And I think Lisa is one of those. And that's why Lenny really, really, really pisses me off. So in the comments, guys, please engage, and hopefully people watch this afterwards. But I have no idea what else to say, because I think also, what time is it? Okay, yeah, I got to get ready and go pick up William. Fuck you, Lenny. That's all I got to say. Fuck you, Lenny. But I think this is going to be the best season for Miami. I really think this is going to be the best season for Miami, and I can't fucking wait. I can't wait. And on that note, I love you guys. Since today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday, I'm going to be doing $1 Million Listing tomorrow. And let's go see some pretty houses. Let's do this. I'm even thinking, I don't know. No. I got to think more before I speak on that. All right, guys. Happy Thursday, and I hope you enjoyed it. And also, if you like my rants about reality TV and whatnot, please hit subscribe. Please hit like. Please leave comments. Please help me support. please help support this channel and it's all free. You just have to hit like, you got to comment, watch, give me literally 25 minutes of your life, and I appreciate it. So on that note, see y'all later.